Just think of something like the doctrine of creation. The radical implications, the deeply convicting, deeply humbling implications of the doctrine of creation, I should be tracing those. I should be looking in that mirror for my entire existence because they are so radically counterintuitive. Because if God is creator, and he is, it's one of the clear pronouncements of Scripture, then two things come out of that concept of creating. It's ownership and purpose. I'm a painter by avocation. When I'm done with a painting, I own it because I made it.
Belongs to you.
Now, I may give it to somebody, I may sell it, but it belongs to me by product of my being its creator. And so if God is creator, he not only owns me, he owns everything about me. I don't own my mentality. I don't own my spirituality. I don't own my emotionality. I don't own my psychology. I don't own my physicality. I don't own my kids. I don't own my wife. I don't own my possessions. They all belong to the Lord because he's creator. Now, he entrusts them to me as a steward. But so much of human dysfunction is a dysfunction of ownership. Mm-hmm. I get mad at my kids because I think they belong to me for my happiness, or they're my little indentured servants to make my life easier. That's ownership dysfunction. And so you begin to trace that. My first question with my money is not, what do I want to do with my money? I better make sure to give a little bit to Jesus. It's what is God's intention for giving me money? What is God's intention for creating a world where money is an issue? That's ownership stuff.
Yeah.
And then there's purpose. If you are a carpenter and you go into the workshop and you have a piece of furniture in mind, you don't begin to saw and screw and glue and hammer and say, I hope this turns into something. You create something in a certain way to accomplish a purpose you have in mind. And so the doctrine of creation tells us that everything that God made has a purpose. Shalom in Scripture is not just peace, it's everything in its rightful place, doing what it was purposed to do, and that creates universal peace. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, how profound is it to actually declare that God is creator, that everything that I would naturally think belongs to me actually belongs to him for his using, for his purpose. And I'm then a resident manager. I'm not the owner. I think I've said it. It just changes everything.